fighting in the org, utilizing the blood for the torque. Fighting back just long and cold. Stop to let the truth be told. Sight a target to the core. Get ready, cause this is war. No more constant of prevention. Time to go for rounds of dissension. Solid color blue, onlookers prove it's true. Higher powers will cover up, just proving the wrong corrupt. Time to take our freedom back, fill the strings and leave no slack. Stand up and fight for the cause, fighting back and breaking laws. All blind to your bad intentions. And forget to mention no more the constant of prevention. Just now for us on Dissension. Cause I never judged you. Now enough, do what you got to do. Like it or not, I guess it was always true. Don't want you, don't need to, never loved you.
Hey now, welcome to Tarnation TV's broadcast of I'm on Fire, season number 1, the finale, dude. My name is
Final
Blaine,
race.
and you are?
And Brad,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
alongside Blaine.
yeah. We're down to the final race of season 1, so today there will be a champion. The list of possible champions after today's race is across the bottom of your screen. Nate Balser, Greg Lovell, Dan Lovell, and Robert Breedlove. Kind of a race within a race. We will be watching those 4 drivers. Whoever can finish at the top of that line will win the championship. We were wrong last week. Denny Carroll was in the YouTube chat trying to correct us, and we weren't listening. We were under the understanding that it was a bracket knockout. But it wasn't a bracket knockout. It was points. But that's why we always say it was unofficial, because we were wrong. So these are the official standings. And those top 4 drivers are racing for the championship of this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, your drivers.
Currently out on the track right now. They are in practice, getting ready to qualify. So the future of Talladega Nights. Whoops, I'm trying to reset some camera angles here. Talladega Nights, the series on Friday, known as the Fast and Furious Truck Series, will come to a close. Also, everything is in championship mode right now. And Shake and Bake series on, what we're trying to say, Saturday night.
Yep.
That'll also come to an end. And they will not come back.
They're done for. So this is the final go for those ones.
Forever. No, they're not done forever.
Ken Roberts, for like a week or 2.
Yeah, Ken Roberts is taking a break. He's a big part of both of those series, and he's just taking a break. So they're going to put him on hold for 11 weeks, which is the exact length of time that we run these other series. So that'll be cool.
Give him a chance to do some racing and a little bit. It's like having another job running the league.
It is, yeah.
Having another job. It's not even like it is. Right? Yeah. There's the amount of extra work and stuff that goes into it.
Well, especially for like, it's good to park some stuff like that, because it has been such a staple here at Talladega Nights for so long, having that Friday, Saturday series. Saturday was the Shake and Bake series has been going now for like 6 seasons or something. So it's just nonstop. So by taking an 11-week break, those 11 weeks, of course, will be occupied on Sunday, where we start a new series called I Piss Us Excellence. I Piss Excellence. Everything's based off the Talladega Nights movie. That will be a truck series that we'll run early on Sunday. And that will be an 11-week schedule. So that'll just leave more time on the Fridays and Saturdays for special events like team races. The All-Star race is going to be in there on the 3rd. Is it the 3rd of February? I wrote it down somewhere. All-Star race, 3rd of February at Michigan International Speedway. So are you going to say something?
Oh, no, I was just in here before messing around with your notes, so that's why they're all out of sorts. That's also my fault. Take that one. We fired all the interns this series, and they got no one left, so we're running around here doing all the behind the scenes stuff.
Right, and because of the mess up last week with our calling of the race in the wrong manner, we have also fired... he almost made it to his 5-year medallion.
Almost.
But, yeah.
It's going to save us a few bucks, though.
It will, yeah. His name was
in the end.
Jerome Timothy. He thanks for your services, Jerome, but we had to let him go.
I had a bad feeling, but nothing good ever happened with somebody who had two first names.
No.
Like a first name for a last name?
Yeah. I should have...
Like a Brad Scott or a...
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Todd or something like that.
I should have trusted you when you said that. Like when you told me that, I'm like, you're crazy, bro.
That and the fact that he embezzled all the funds for the last 4 years.
Yeah, we couldn't figure why Jimothy was, or whatever his name was all of a sudden just had all kinds of new stuff.
Right.
And then we figured it out. He was robbing us and not updating us with the proper info.
Yeah, and also just being just generally bad at his job too. So
Right.
all fired. By the end of this episode, we'll have fired. You'll have to fire me, and maybe then we'll simultaneously fire each other. I don't know.
And then we'll take 11 weeks off.
I'll see you in the summertime.
Yep.
Church.
No, you won't, because it's the summertime. Hey-o, Tarnation
exactly.
TV.
We'll
put the points back up on screen there. All the different colors you see on screen. Let's see. We've got, of course, the yellow squares are wins, drivers who won those races. Red squares have been disqualified. Blues were provisionals. Everything else is just normal operation. So the winner of last week's race, Eric Lovell, his first ever win.
That was a big one.
Cool.
Pretty exciting for everyone involved too, and not to remove anything from it, but the whole last lap was insane. Like the way that finished, I don't think anyone would have been able to call it. He had some fine racing to get around it. So but like the way things were running, that front pack was running so clean for so long. I'm like, my money was on them for sure. Like in the order that it was, it didn't seem to be going anywhere. And then all of a sudden that happened and everything broke loose and it was just a scramble for the line, right? So that was pretty wild to watch.
That entire front pack, I think they got obliterated.
It was.
Nate got through it. That's why he's in the final four right now. But everybody just got smoked. And
the shreds.
The apocalypse is what happened. There was an internet failure on Zach Roberts' car, so he got trapped in the middle of the track in the worst possible time, final lap, final corner, and stuff happens. There's nothing you can do about it, especially when it's internet-related stuff. But that's just what happens. The game doesn't know where the car is. It's trying to relay that information to other people, and then it just starts sweeping across the track, pinballing everybody off into the stratosphere. And you're like, what is going on right now? It's losing its mind. But
I'm just looking at the stats on the screen there. That's incredible, hey? How close they are from first to fourth in the point spread. Like
even that final spot there in fifth, of Brian Lovell with 1392. He's only about 40 less than 40 points away from that also, which is really the matter of 3 or 4 positions.
Well, I mean, where do you stop? Right, Randy was at 74. That's just another few spots out too, depending on the good night, right? Like there's so close.
But when you look at Randy was line or his race 3 finish.
Yeah, well, that's exactly I don't know if I've seen a top 4 like that within 50 points of each other, though. That's pretty crazy. 55, I guess.
And even Greg, you can see there in race number 7, Greg Lovell in the 088 actually got disqualified and took last place points with 80 and still made it into the top 4. But his other races, he's averaging, like 160 points the whole entire season. So with a win too, and with the bonus points this year on the wins, him getting that win. Those extra, ends up being like an extra 25 points or an extra 20 points. Yeah, it's an extra 20 points. That's the difference.
Right. Or if you look at Nate, Balzer's got no wins, but just consistent top finishes, right? So that's pretty wild for across the board. And I think obviously tonight being the final race will be a bit different, but are we so far a different winner for every race this season? Because we thought last week was going to break it.
No, because look at Randy. Randy didn't get in the top 4. Randy has 2 wins. He even had the most points.
Oh, he did
in race number 8 with 210, and still didn't make it into the chase.
You just told me that 2 wins looked good. Okay, yeah.
Well, he would have actually made it in, but I think he got caught up in that wreck last week.
There's a better than not chance, right? Like because he was in the front of the pack like that, then he would have been caught up with all the rest of them.
Oh, it's wild because like that whole last lap, catastrophe. You never know, man. That's racing. I mean, it happens in real life too. I've seen it. Just a wheel will fall off a car, and you're like, "What is going on right now?" It doesn't make sense sometimes.
You know anything about cars? That's not supposed to happen,
no.
But sometimes it does.
I know a guy who knows car stuff.
Fell off.
He told me
He's like,
the wheel fell off. That's not a good thing. Jeffrey Elliott in the booth. Go ahead, sir.
Hey now, how's my two favorite people in the whole wide world?
You don't ever knock. You just walk right in, dude.
Well, dude, you know,
start chattering right away, so that's all right. I'll allow it.
I got to start it off with some sprinkles and a little bit. That's why I have the keys. I just walk right in. I just hope you guys ain't naked or anything, but that's good. Anyways, good to see y'all. I just want to talk about I'm on fire real quick. It's been 2 great seasons. A lot of fun out here on Thursday nights, and I appreciate you guys broadcasting Thursdays. And it was an experiment, and I thought it was a successful series. So I just want to say thank you, and I want to thank all these guys that continue to come out here. So, but this is the last race for this on fire. Maybe it'll come back in some league somewhere. Pretty cool name. I love it. But are you ready to meet your drivers for tonight?
Of course we are.
All right, Brad, you want up there too? You want to kick it down here and do some dusting, vacuuming?
Yeah, we'll clean up. I got a mess of things to clean up down here. Some people, and we fired everybody, so it's just us down here now. Can
you deal with that old sandwich behind the microwave? It fell down there a couple months ago. It's kind of gnarly, bro.
You want to split it? Is that the plan, or
I don't know if you want to heat it up and eat it, or if you just want to throw it in the garbage. But I'll leave that up to you. I'll split it with you if you want.
Yeah, I want some.
Oh shit, we gotta get it 3 ways now.
I'm gonna move up there, get them quiet, and then I'll come back and get you.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Everybody that's watching, enjoy the last race of I'm on fire.
Yay. Yeah, and then we start broadcasting again on Saturday with iPiss Excellence in the trucks. We will talk about that more shortly and how that's going to operate and the different changes that are going on with that one. But good evening, everybody. Thank you for showing up on a Thursday for the final race of the season. So we'll give it back to Jeff, and then we'll meet some drivers.
Thanks, Blaine. Awesome. You're out here, man. Always a pleasure. First, I'd like to start off, guys, and the audience out there, anybody might be watching. Thank you for watching I'm on fire for the last 2 seasons. It's been a lot of fun. I noticed some people, different websites out there on Facebook that belong to Talladega Nights, campers and campgrounds and different types of Talladega lovers. They've been watching us race, so thank you all that do. We like to wish one of our admins and a dear friend a happy birthday. And Dan Level turns 58, correct, Dan?
Yes, sir.
Guys, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dan. All right, guys.
After that, my ears are bleeding.
That was horrible, but you know what? That's what we do best. We're gonna start. We're gonna start with the pole sitter. So go right ahead, there, buddy.
Nate Balser driving the 079 JBL Harman Chevrolet out of Seattle, Washington. I'd like to thank Jerry and Kathy, Sister Lisa, Sister Susie, wife Angela, my daughters Katerina, Alex, Madison, and her friend Darian from Eastern Washington. And good luck, guys.
Hey, Robert Breedlove in a 931 Firehouse Subs Camaro out of Lancaster, South Carolina. Just a shout out to Jeffrey for all you do. We appreciate it.
Starting third, number 088, Greg Lovell from Big Stone Gap, Virginia, driving the number 088. I'm on fire, Ford Mustang, painted by Frank Divins. Happy birthday, Danny. Thank you, Jeffrey, for what you do. Thank you, Blaine, for what you do. And good luck, guys.
Benny Carroll starting fourth from Virginia in the 41 Home Depot Chevrolet, painted by Rodney Sullivan.
Randy Wall running that. Randy Wall rolling off fifth from Huntsville, Alabama, driving the Alabama Crimson Tide Dodge, painted by Frank Divins. Shout out to my sons Christian and Corey, grandsons Adrian, Asher, and Asa. Happy birthday, Dan.
Starting in sixth, Mike Mangialardi out of Federal Way, Washington, 029 Ford Mustang Blackhawk Down car. Shout out to my friends watching at the Rainier Room. And good luck to all the chase drivers and everyone else.
Starting in 7th position on the inside of the 4th row, the number 12 Ford Mustang Whiskey of Gary Mingus from somewhere in Florida to be determined.
Starting in 8th, Dan Lovell in the 388 from Big Stone Gap, Virginia. Thanks, guys, for all the birthday wishes. Thanks, Jeffrey, for what you do. Blaine for the broadcast. All you guys for racing. I want to give it a shout out to my wife, Bonnie, my daughters, Alicia and Rachel, my stepkids, Edward and Savannah, and everyone watching. Good luck, everybody.
Starting in 9th, Stephen Brandstetter from Randlett, Oklahoma, driving the 510 OSU Ford Mustang painted by Blaine Donlin. Thank you, Jeff, and thank you, Blaine.
Starting in the 10th position is Larry D. out of Georgetown, Massachusetts, driving the 188 Amazon car. Thank you, Jeff, for what you do, and thank you very much, Blaine, for painting this car and for the great broadcast.
Starting 11th, Chris Van Vliet from Annapolis, Maryland, driving the number 10 Team Adidas Chevrolet. I want to give a great big thank you to Jeffrey Elliott for all that he does and Rodney Sullins for the awesome paint. Good luck, everybody.
Starting 12th in the number 80, Eric Lovell in the Indianapolis Colts Dodge painted by Frank Divins. Good luck to the top 4 tonight, guys, and happy birthday, Dan.
Starting 13th, number 043, Brian Lovell from Big Stone Gap, Virginia. I'd like to thank you, Frank, and Jeff, for all you guys do at Tarnation TV. And everybody, good luck tonight.
Starting 14th, Garland Oaks from the Turn 2 Sky Deck at Martinsville Speedway, driving the number 67 Gold Peak T Toyota Camry for Team Wrecking Ball.
Starting 15th, the number 60 Amazon sponsored VW Perry Bond out of Virginia. Good luck to the top 4 for getting where you are. It takes a lot to get there in the championship race. And congratulations, and everybody have a great race.
Starting 16th from Sun City Center, Florida, driving the 09 Bill Elliott Coors Melling Ford. It's Frank Divins originally from Clinton, Maryland. I want to thank Jeffrey for everything he's done. I want to congratulate the top 4 that are in there tonight. Go Team BSGR. And see you all Saturday.
Yeah, this is James Wagon, the 58. Thanks to Rodney for the Chevy here. I just want to wish chase drivers the best. And again, Jeff, thank you. And boys, 4 boys, go get it.
Starting 18th, the number 21st, Graham McDonald from Sarnia, Ontario. Good luck, everybody.
Starting 19th, the number 3 GM Goodrich Chevrolet, Gary Heisman out of Mount Thomas, Kentucky.
Starting 21st, Javier Negron from Bridgeport, Connecticut, joined the number 4 Toyota Camry American Express. Good luck to the top 4. Let's go Wrecking Ball.
Starting 22nd, number 0 Alex Ortiz, driving the number 0 Coke Toyota car for Team Wrecking Ball. Good luck, buddy.
And starting last in 23rd, Jeffrey Elliott out of Mooresville, North Carolina, driving the awesome Frank Divins paint scheme, Tarnation TV Turbo, just from my boy, the B&B boys. So it's a pleasure to drive this again, and it is the number 56. Congratulations to Nate Balzer, Greg Lovell, Dan Lovell, and Robert Breedlove for making the top 4, guys. Good luck in tonight's race. Thank you all for coming out. There's your starting lineup. Blaine, are you ready to do your special interviews with those 4?
We sure are. Yeah, man. Let's do it.
All right, Blaine. Thank you very much. I'll bring him down there in a minute.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Thank you, Blaine. All right, guys. That was pretty cool. Anybody can move themselves. Greg, can you move you?
Can I move who?
Can you move any of the top 4?
Yeah.
All right. I'll grab Breedlove, and you grab.
All right, looks like Jeff's got me still in the TeamSpeak room, so we're just going to wait on this. We will be talking with the drivers, the top 4 drivers. I'm not in control of the TeamSpeak, so you got to grab me, Jeff. Jeff has forgotten to grab the broadcaster. Hey.
Broadcaster down with us.
Well, it could be way worse, right?
That's right. Well, the floor is yours with these 4.
I really love how I test drive these screens and then I end up getting glitches. So anyway, I'm gonna have to roll. I'll roll your guys' renders after we're done talking to you because apparently the mics are disconnected on that other screen. But yeah, we'll just we'll start at the top. We'll go down the list. Dan Level, the floor is yours.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's just good to be here, guys. It's a tough fought season. Luckily for me, had some good top 5s and a win early in the season kind of kept me up there. Last couple of races haven't gone quite the way I wanted them to, but I'm still hanging on to it and just hoping for a good race tonight. And I hope everybody stays clean and good luck to every one of you guys that are in it. But I want to win. It's my birthday.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Greg Level.
Well, I didn't even know I was in the top 4 until I went and looked earlier. I thought I was out in all 3 series. And I went and looked there earlier, and I was like, well, what in the world? I'm 3rd. I didn't even know I was even in it. But happy birthday, Danny, again. I know it's your birthday, but I'm fighting you for it. So you better be ready. But
I'm ready.
Good luck to all you guys. Let's have a fun race. Let's all try to stay in it and stay clean and not get wrecked out. That's what my main goal is tonight. Have good pit stops. Stay clean. Stay out of trouble. Hopefully run clear of the wrecks that do happen, if they do happen. I hope it stays green. But good luck to all you guys tonight. Hope everybody does good.
Take it away, Nate.
Hey, Blaine, how you doing? Brad, yeah, real happy to be here. Just luck seemed to have changed a little bit and got myself in a good position here. It's been a real pleasure racing with all you guys. I consider you guys friends, and we all do the same thing here. And it's a blast, and we race hard and race to win. And I'll tell you, it's nice getting a pole time like that. That's for sure. And I just want to wish you guys luck, and hopefully we'll all stay out of trouble. And last 2 to go, it's on. And good luck, you guys. Happy to be here. Happy birthday, Dan.
Robert Breedlove.
Hey, Dan, happy birthday. But unfortunately, we're not going to give you any birthday presents tonight.
Appreciate that.
If you guys remember, it started all the way back when I was in a hotel room in Texas, and I had to bring my steering wheel to the hotel with me. So we're going to finish it out strong tonight, and hopefully, like everyone else said, we can battle at the end.
That's awesome. Yeah, happy birthday, Dan. And yeah, listen to you guys sing. That was kind of horrible.
I was going to say something else. That was something else, but you opted a little more. You went right for the nose on that one. No.
Jeffrey tried to make me sing it by myself. Jeff tried to make me sing it by myself. I was like, I ain't. I
was like, this is not a choir. This is definitely a group of people who have not practiced.
But I sound like a redneck Ralph Stanley out of tune.
It's the thought that counts, though, right?
Awesome. Oh, man.
Happy birthday, Dan. And good luck tonight, guys. It's going to be a great race.
Hey, thanks, Blaine. I appreciate you guys. Good luck tonight. Dan, happy birthday again. And yes, our singing does suck. It is half turbo tonight. I'm just kidding. But anyways, happy birthday, 58th, buddy. Hang in there and go for 59. All right, guys.
And the singing wasn't that bad.
Yes.
Jeffrey, move these guys back up.
All right. Thanks, Blaine. And we're going to get this thing going off at it's set for 10 minutes, Blaine, but we're going to go off at 5 minutes to go. Okay.
Roger that.
5 minutes. All right.
Roger that. Good luck, guys.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to this race. It should be good.
Yeah, it's good. And judging from the last few, I mean, this whole entire season has been absolutely phenomenal. So, I mean, there's no reason this race won't be. And it's a little bit of a shorter field today. There's about 20, what did I see there? Like 21 guys out there today. So it'll be pretty tight. And because I messed up the championship 4, again, I always seem to forget that one thing of enabling the microphones so that we could actually be heard. I'm going to roll this right now. We won't be able to be heard, but I'll put this up on screen. There is the renders of the 4 drivers. The goal was to have them talk while their car was on the screen, but with no microphones, obviously, that would have been a waste of time. So here's what it should have looked like. We'll see in a couple minutes. Yeah, so the way that screen works is I have to build a scene, and within the scene, you put, like right now, the people are watching a loop of a video I shot at the Roval in Charlotte. I input our mics on here, TeamSpeak audio, my audio, the game, Spotify, all that kind of stuff. That screen is a one-off screen for this specific race. So I put the video down, and that was it. Didn't put the mics on, didn't do anything special. So, yeah. But that's what it should have looked like. I mean, maybe next time. I think I did that last year too, actually. Screwed that up last year. I had to, and I think, but you know what it was? I think last year I did it, but didn't realize it until after. So we were talking the whole time and it was dead silence. So at least this time I actually realized it.
The best talking we ever did too, and then it was all lost.
Right. It was the epitome of Tarnation television, and we totally never captured it on tape.
That would have been the one we got an Emmy for had we got awards for talking.
Well, and Timothy Jeffrey wouldn't have got fired.
Right.
Who gets fired for that? Is there anybody left?
Who was here before him?
Oh, it was David Trevor. David Trevor was the guy before him.
2 first names. You got to be careful there.
Every time, man. Well, who have we fired? We're going to have to fire David Trevor. We're going to have to get his paperwork. We just fired Timothy Gregory or whatever his name was. And then like a month ago, I remember, what was it? It was like Craig Frank. He's gone.
Right.
I mean, Bethany Melissa, remember her? She was awesome.
Yeah.
And then totally forgot to turn the music on the one time. Had to get rid of her. It's like, come on, guys.
We're a zero tolerance organization.
We should be zero tolerance against hiring people with 2 first names.
This is where our problems all stand.
Yeah, like Jeffrey Elliott. Come on.
Oh.
Why is my... Ooh,
that's a long joke.
That's weird. Oh, I think I had my mouse was doing some funny things. So people probably can't even see that, but that was very, very strange. But yeah, tonight's race is the last, like Jeff was saying, they are shutting down the I'm on Fire. It ran for 1 season. We broadcast all of it except 1. And it's been a fantastic season. Then they're just doing it the one time. They're going to move it to Sunday. They're going to call it I Piss Us Excellence. And the Sunday race is the Truck Series. We will be running I got the notes here. We will be running the Camping World Series 2015 Truck Mod. Where is it? And there will be no damage. So damage will be off in that series, which is rare here at Talladega Nights this evening.
I'm looking forward to see how that's going to change it up. I think it might. I mean, it's definitely going to shake things up a bit. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
because the race will be longer. I think it's a 47 lap race. We will be going green here this evening in about 20 seconds. So stay tuned. Anybody who is watching on the YouTube, thank you very much. We got some interaction there. Madison Balser's watching. Thank you for watching. Team Nate. Go 079. Thank goodness she typed that. Let me say. If she was rooting for anybody other than her dad,
yeah,
it'd be weird.
Yeah, you're gonna. Guess who's walking home?
Right, right. Okay,
buddy, fired up.
Yeah.
Remember, one switch on.
He was asking if he was still in the chase. Like,
no,
I don't think so.
No,
think so. I like your optimism, though.
Do you want to hear from the Balser crew? The girls were nice enough to throw down the lyrics of the Grand Marshal duties. So let's we'll go over to them and let them do their thing, and then we'll get going green here.
Welcome to Talladega Nights Super Speedway, one of the fastest tracks around. Presented by Talladega Nights Racing League and brought to you by Tarnation TV. Drivers, start your engines!
Thank you to the Balser crew for that.
That's fun. What are we gonna do the next season? We're gonna switch it up. I'm sure there's, or just keep the same one.
Yeah, like
open the polls and see if anybody else wants a shot at it. I know I don't.
I've been using that same one, and I've sent it out to the drivers. Like, if you want to supply me with one, like, do it. I'll play it. It looks like Greg Lovell in the 088 must have changed his car from last week. So he is running a generic, but thank you to, this is perfect. This is on my list as well. Thank you to Frank Divins for redesigning the generics. So they actually look like real cars and not just fuzzy, low-resolution anime garbage that aren't lined up properly or anything. The only reason I can tell Greg is running a generic right now is because the numbers. The game generates random, very basic numbers. You can see on the roof they don't line up.
Oh, okay.
But at least that car looks like a normal car. So thank you, Frank, for that.
Way better than the Neon Nightmares that was in there before.
Oh, they're horrible. And Greg drives a Ford, so the game will randomize. There's two of each. There's 2 Dodges, 2 Fords, 2 Chevys, and 2 Toyotas. So because he's driving a Ford, the game will throw a random Ford paint job on there. So very, very cool. But we should be focused on Nate Balser to see if he can lead lap 1. So thank you for watching on YouTube.
Absolutely.
A lot of fans, if you're not subscribed to the thing, subscribe to it, because I think we've got a couple hundred subscribers on here, which is kind of weird, like that people actually partake in this. We've already had 30 hits on the video. It doesn't seem like lots, but it is a lot for us, because I mean, let's be honest, Brad and I used to do this stuff into a tape recorder and nobody heard it. So the fact that 27 people are listening to this is pretty cool.
That's this is the peak of our fame. I'm all right with it.
You know why we used to do it into a tape recorder? Probably because it was 1993 and the internet didn't exist.
Yeah, no digital recorders, no camcorders probably was if you're like knew somebody that was rich enough, but.
Well, you know what? The internet would have existed, but you would have had to have AOL and like a 28.8 baud modem.
It would have been just, early infancy internet, like without grade 8, 93, 94.
Lucky for me when we got
back.
the internet full time in like 2000, we started right out at broadband, so it was glorious. I never had to deal with garbage internet.
I had dial-up for a while. It was what it was. But it was at the time, oh man, get off the internet. I'm expecting a call.
Oh, Nate gets a bump in the corner right there. He trying to lead lap 1. It's going to be close. He might not get it. Nope, he didn't get it. Robert Breedlove got that. Leading of lap 1. These guys are fanning out.
Just barely, but look at that. Yeah, they're already going 3 high, so they're going to leave the middle line. They're going.
It looks like they don't want to, but like, oh
no.
Denny Carroll in the 4-1 slides up. It looks like they wanted to tuck back down to the middle, but they couldn't find room to do it. Look at that, how
Okay,
close
but at
they
least
are,
he's still
eh?
got a few more
Jeez.
coming up behind him there. So
In the middle line there, yeah.
yeah, at least two more to join with them. I thought it was going to be just the two of them. They were going to be losing speed pretty quick, but even now, the outside and inside lines are pretty. They're moving pretty
Nate was
good.
on. He's definitely going to lead this lap. Nate was on rails in the qualifying too. He was way ahead of everybody as far as the times went. Usually it's pretty close at the top, but Nate had a 52.435, and then Robert Breedlove in second place had a .448. I mean, that's still insanely close, but it's not as close as it usually is. So Nate's got the qualifying game down, or Papa Balls, or whatever we're going to call him. Look at the surge on that top line.
Well, I'm saying it's just, they were going, it was looking like the middle line was going to be left behind, then the front of the top line went down and joined them, and now it looks like the outside line is going to be the ones left behind if there's, sneak away in there. And what a way to drop like 15 spots by all of a sudden now they joined again. So you never know. It's a game of, I was going to say game of inches, but that's football. It's a game of like milliseconds where all of a sudden, like, you made one. You didn't make a choice. All of a sudden, everybody broke out and you stay put. And guess what? You just dropped 10 spots.
It is crazy how fast it can change. Like, we'll talk about one car. Look at them pushing each other right there. Randy, Greg, and Nate, nose to tail. And Mingus is getting in there in the corner. Obviously, Mingus isn't going to push into the corner. Nope. You can't be doing that in the corners, so he's just riding along there. Perfect. Yeah, you definitely got to make sure you time those bumps coming out of the turns onto the straightaways. You don't want to do it into the turns. So you saw Gary lift there at the last second. So he's done this a couple times.
Oh, and
getting
a little squirrely on the
squirrely.
top.
Words right out of my mouth. Denny really wanted that top line. It almost looks like he's throwing a block. Because he just lost a lot of time.
Yeah, I wasn't looking, so I can't speak on that. I see he's falling back a little bit there, but he's usually figure out a way to the front pretty quick. He's no stranger to that. He's like, you thought I was gone? Here, surprise.
Yeah.
There
Now he's back in the center again.
He's very, very sneaky.
Yep. Undecided where he wants to be, but I mean, there's room to put the car in there. I mean, nobody's going to stop you from doing it.
Right? Still early, lots of time left, and as we've seen before, anything can happen. There goes Mr. Elliott. Was that him in the front there? Is that the 56 with the classic paint job?
We're focused on Jeffrey right now. He's driving the Tarnation TV Turbo 56.
Oh, he's in that one now.
Yeah.
I was looking at the white, blue, and yellow on the top. That reminded me of his original paint scheme that he had on there when I first started. Red, white, and blue with that bit of yellow. And he had one very much like it with the 56 on the side. Big yellow 56, I think. But yeah, I recognize the other one now too. I hadn't seen it as much, but that mint and pink are.
Yeah, that's Dan level, the one you were talking about. It is very similar to one that Jeff also drives.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's his Beau Rivage Talladega Nights sponsorship has a similar color scheme.
Oh, okay. That's done. Yeah, okay. That's very close to what I was. Yeah. But it's a really catchy paint scheme too. That was one of the. I already have berries. I'm like, I wonder if Jeff's going back to the classic. Get those colors.
Yeah. Pull him out of the closet. I painted him a bunch of cars, so he's got lots from Sullins and me and everybody.
It's hard to choose, right? If you're on a hot streak, and like these guys, look at that. That bottom line is just straight as an arrow and 15 deep. Now they're not, but it's pretty close. We got everybody in there. Only lap 7, so they're staying pretty close to that bottom line. At least another half dozen before they have to worry about me.
Right, yeah. Pit window will be 12 laps in. A tank of fuel will last you 12 laps. Tires are optional. The guys will flip-flop tires a couple times, but this isn't a super crazy tire-eating track. It's always a fuel game here at Talladega. This version of it, anyway. Currently locked on here to the 029 of Mike Mangialardi. Last time by the stripe in 10th position. In front of him, Chris Van Vliet in the green Adidas number 10.
Say in YouTube chat, there was Got more cheering on from Nate and Robert. Breedlove in there, so that's always good. More interactions. We're up to 13, 14.
It's easy when you cheer, you know, you're like the guys that are in the chase, just cheer for all 4 of them. That's cheating.
Right? I'm going to put $100 on each of them.
Yeah. Keep up the good work,
I wouldn't
Pete
want to have
Rose.
money on this race because it's going to constantly... Sorry, what's that, Pete Rose?
Yeah. Betting on his own team.
Right.
Whatever he did to never be in the Hall of Fame, I don't know.
I think so. He was placing bets, and I'm like, so was everybody else in the world. But I guess if you have the opportunity to alter how the game goes, just make a few, some bucks.
Because he was an amazing ball player, but then, like you said, he's that good where he could change the game. You know, he could just not hit home runs for a week and then win millions of dollars in the casino betting on the game.
Bet against yourself. But I don't think he's going to get any runs tonight. No, he just keeps swinging wildly. It's like anything
he's hitting them, but he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You got to run, Pete. They are crowding that bottom.
I would not want to put money on this race because you can pick like one of your favorite drivers and the ones people are usually going to finish in the top, but as you've seen every race this season has been incredible for one way or another. Fuel race, just flat out like last minute pit stops and crazy maneuvers, and some of the driving just to get to escape from the crashes has been phenomenal.
Yeah,
like this has been the most exciting season for that. Like how did you get through that smoke, right? Yeah, exactly. Near miss for sure.
Well, we were talking to one of the drivers after one of those big wrecks where they turn the smoke off in the options.
That's right.
And I'm like, you need to see that, because if you can't see the smoke, then you don't know people are crashing.
No, and as the car is kind of like slowly from like 2 pixels into about all of a sudden it's in front of your screen within 2 seconds. Like when he comes zooming in like that, all of a sudden it's upon you. I guess that smoke would probably be pretty handy in the instance of that. Like I haven't played it, or in so much with any collisions or any smoke happening, but I could see that definitely being handy. Early pit stop for...
Yeah, it looks like Jeff went in there. These guys will definitely probably be coming next time around, so... Pit lane number 2 is the one I'm going to want to focus on here. This race is still being led by Nate Balser, followed by Greg Lovell, Randy Waugh, and Robert Breedlove. Firehouse subs. I didn't have dinner. Now I'm hungry.
Intermittent fasting.
Right.
Slim down in no time. I always forget what it's called, and I call it selective starvation, which I argue isn't all that different than the intermittent fasting.
Oh, they opted to stay out.
That's the okay. So they're going for a clean race. Only 2 pit stops. They know it can be done. They've seen it. But can it be done? Can 2 pit stops be done at full speed with no yellows?
No. Remember, because that was going to happen last week. They would have had to pit with like 4 to go to get a splash. I don't know how they can. I mean, if you can get it. So the mid-pack pit last time around, so that really strung the pack out again. So we're getting into some cool old-school Talladega racing before they put plates in these things to keep them all stuck together. So we'll go back to this camera here. You guys will see them shortly coming out of the top left-hand corner of your screen. And here they come down to pit road.
Yeah.
Nice under green flag conditions. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. You want to race? Come here and do it. Let's be honest. Is that not the tidiest set of pit stops you've ever seen in your whole gosh darn life?
I thought we were watching the Shriners for a moment there.
I thought you were going to say, I thought you were watching real NASCAR, but no, you weren't, because they probably would have crashed.
Yeah, those guys are bums. This is where the real racing is.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, last week's winner, Eric Lovell right here. Looks like he got 2 right sides. Looks like he's getting full service. If you're going to get full service, it's a good call to do it now on the first stop, because then next time in, you might even just skip tires completely. That'll definitely speed you up.
And You're not going to lose too many positions. Why not, right? If it's a matter of a second or two.
It's a good stop by Eric Lovell. He went in 6th position. He comes out in 8th. Let's look out the back of him and watch this main pack coming with a head of steam here.
Yeah, they got your number, and here they are.
That's the up to speed pack coming here. Oh, popped a little bit of a shift there, but he found it. It was party time last week. Eric Lovell there winning that race was pretty cool. Robert Breedlove heading to the pits. Uh-oh.
Oh.
He already pit once.
I was going to say, was it for, did he have to serve?
He may have had a black flag. He did come in awfully quick. We'll see what he does here.
Looks like he's going straight.
Under green flag conditions, I believe it's a drive-through.
Okay.
To serve a penalty, it will be a drive-through, so he's going to drive straight through. He did serve a penalty. Wow.
Oh, drats.
Okay, let's back that up now. I'm going to find how fast he came in on, because he was coming in quick. I'm pretty sure it was him that was coming in quick. Here's an instant replay watching 120, 100 mile an hour. You got to be 55. He's on the speed limit, though. No, right there, he's at 60.
Oh,
he's at 60 again. Yeah, they got him for speeding.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking before the line. That's where they were trying to get him.
It's a 55 mile an hour speed limit maximum all the way down pit road, but he actually bumped up to 60 a couple times. So Robert Breedlove is in the chase and was a contender.
It was so quick too when he did that. You think could that have been like a hardware software issue? Like if you got like a phantom signal from the pedal or something, or like why would it all of a sudden just? It seemed odd, or maybe who knows? Maybe he had like the cat ran over his leg and he's like bumped the pedal. Who knows?
That's possible. I think too, like it looked like he was almost trying to stay in line. You know, like trying to not bottleneck people behind him and stuff, like just sort of trying to find that pocket. But it looks like he pushed it a little bit too far, so Robert got penalized on that under green. Currently showing him about 30 seconds behind the leader, so he's about half a lap back.
Oh no.
Greg Lovell leading this race. If you do want to know what we look like, that's the wrong button. Your commentators this evening, me and you.
There we are.
There it am.
Ivory and Ivory.
Yes.
They don't write a song about that one.
No, it's a boring song.
But, so yeah.
That high line moving.
Look at that.
So we're looking at lap. If these guys pushed it to 13, then we're looking at lap 34, 35. They're going to have to do it again. There's no way they can make it. They're going to need to pit.
26.
If it stays green.
Yeah.
We should also make a point to show the upcoming schedule. Next live broadcast here at Tarnation TV, right here at Talladega Nights Racing League, the iPiss Excellence Camping World Trucks from 2015 mod. Live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, January 28th. That's in a couple of days. Join us back here. Of course, if you hit the subscribe button and do the notification stuff. Oh no, we got a car around. Oh, that will be a yellow flag.
Yes.
Greg looks like he just cooked tires on that one. Maybe not so much for the rest of these guys. Everybody keeps it in straight line. Good move by everybody involved there. Ryan Lovell is around. Looking for damage. Now, the way the Truck Series on Sunday is going to work, you can see on screen there, the Extreme Motorsports. Race number 1 is sponsored by Frank Divins. He paid for the broadcast. So this is how they're doing the Sunday race. If you want the race broadcast, Jeff collects funds. Yeah, exactly. Jeff collects funds from the league for all different stuff. They have to pay for race servers. They have to pay for TeamSpeak communication servers, and they also have to pay for the broadcast that we're doing right now.
Right,
So
Jeff keeps us in diamonds and furs.
Yes.
Only the finest things.
I think most of the races are bought already. I think there's like 11 races. I think 8 or 9 of them have already been purchased.
Okay.
So that's super cool. Like once they put the word out to these guys that, hey, we're going to do a race. If you want to race, and then you know what, you throw down we're charging $40. You throw down your $40, and then we'll brand the race with whatever you want. So, Extreme Motorsports is Frank Divins' paint Facebook page. He has a Facebook page that features all of his paints and all his NASCAR 2003 related stuff. It's called Extreme Motorsports, so they will be sponsoring the race on Sunday. So his logo will be all over the place. And hopefully you tune in and watch that one. Should be fun. Trucks are always cool. And there's no damage and a whole bunch of different rules because of that, too. So it's a whole different... there's always something else going on here.
Right. Well, it's good. Mix it up. Keep it fresh. Just never the same thing twice. I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to... How that'll affect the races. Because we called one... another race for that where they had no damage on. I can't recall what it was. But there was one we did a while back, and that was interesting because not so much that. If you got tagged, that you weren't out, right? Because basically you're behind a bit. You got some catching up to do, and maybe you won't get to the pack. But I like the fact that it wasn't like, that's it, that's all, game over, go pack it up for the night. Like that, I think lends itself to, not better, but just different. I'd say more exciting, maybe. It's in a different way too, right?
Yeah, because then
it's exciting for. You don't come out for the 5 minutes and your night's ruined because you got tagged and that's it. I guess that's probably the better part. It's more fun for everyone involved if you can still keep racing. Obviously, you would hopefully not get hit or do the hitting because you obviously don't want to be dinged up. I don't know what they'd be doing. Can't really do penalties, I guess, or would there be penalties for contact and stuff like that?
Yeah. There's a whole different stack of penalties involved because of the no damage. There's definitely going to be different kinds of penalties and on-track decisions made and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so keeping everybody honest.
So, yeah, thank you to Frank and Extreme Motorsports for sponsoring that race. And then week number 2, I don't know if the driver wants to remain anonymous, but it has also been, we have, graphics that we're going to use, and let's just make it a surprise.
You know what? There's so few surprises out there. This will be a genuine one.
This will be a great
one.
Tune in
next week. It's like a cliffhanger.
By the way, we are focused on Frank Divins right now, if you're wondering why I'm focused on the 09. Do you want to go back and see if we can figure out what happened here?
Yeah, sure thing.
Let's see what happened. Something happened, and we're going to figure out what it was to bring out the yellow flag. We just backed it up a couple laps. We're going to try to find it under the shroud.
Was it back there?
Oh, the yellows came on.
Yeah, look back right back here where the car peels off. What, a few seconds back?
Yeah, the yellow light's on the wall. I guess I could let the people look
you'll
at this.
see a car right by the side.
Yeah, because it was Greg, right?
There's somebody down there. They were right beside him, and then all of a sudden they just, keep going.
Yeah,
if you actually focus on Frank, you see the moment where that all disappeared.
I think it was Greg Lovell that got turned. We're in slow motion here right now, going into coming out of turn number 4. No, turn number 2. I think this is turn number 2. Yeah. Oh, that is really weird. We're gonna have to get a helicopter view of that. Did he spin himself out? He didn't get bumped. He got turned.
He
Wow.
got hung up on the bumper.
I don't know what that is.
Maybe gotta get close. Yeah.
Huh. Good avoidance by everybody involved, really. Nobody really took major damage from what I can see anyway.
No, a lot of smoke, but not a lot of passion, I don't think.
Oh, maybe those guys did. Van Vliet took a hard hit. Yeah, Van Vliet took a hard hit. Denny Carroll took a hard hit. Yeah. That was the strange, very strange.
Yeah, get on there and see if we can get like the bumper or something. We'll see who's in front of Greg.
Yeah, if I get on Nate's car here, I'll get on the back of Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just bumping Nate in the corner. I mean,
like the physics just forgot how to physics.
I guess so.
Because that didn't.
Very strange.
I don't know. It didn't look like much of anything.
Yeah, because from the angle we saw it happen at, it was kind of like wondering that nobody looked close enough to Greg to spin him, and nobody spun him. It was just like a game thing.
Right.
So currently our potential champions, let's see if the lights go off on the pace car here. Yes, they do. So we will be going green next time around. The drivers will sort themselves out. We will be going green on the beginning of lap number 24. You know what? I bet you some guys went down the pits. Yep. Gary Heiser was the only one. Nope. Eric Lovell, Gary Mingus, Larry D, Robert Breedlove is back in it. That's a driver right there that needed a yellow. You never want to see a yellow, but he did. After having to serve that penalty.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, and I didn't want to say it, and I'm sure we were thinking it, but yeah, I'm like, when you said he was half a lap back, I'm like, yeah, that's in my head. I'm like, well, we all know what he needs. And I don't want to call for it for anybody else, but
yeah,
you know what?
And half a lap here, it goes away really quick because the whole pack is together, like 20 cars in a pack. That half a lap, but you're going to get lapped so fast. It is showing Robert on the lead lap, so he's on the lead lap in 16th position right now. Denny Carroll was forced to retire from that wreck.
Oh no!
Unfortunately,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't think he got it that. I mean,
I thought Van Vliet. I thought it would have been more Van Vliet in that 10 Adidas car.
Because it looked like Denny kind of plowed into the side of the. But I thought he had slowed down at that point. It must have been. Maybe it was an earlier hit or something that I didn't see on that, but yeah.
Maybe there was a wizard in the front row that cast a spell on him.
Right.
If anything ever goes wrong, I just blame sorcery. It's the easiest way to do it.
And such, right?
Magic, sorcery, potions. Just blame that stuff.
Yeah, Eye of Newt.
Witchcraft.
So
yeah, all kinds of stuff like that.
Dark Arts, Harry Potter.
Yeah, exactly. Harry Potter. Yeah. I won't use my one. I'm going to save it. This is a family show. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie.
No?
I'm a big fan of Daniel Radcliffe, though. He's done some cool stuff since he got away from the Harry Potter thing.
Yeah, no, Harry Potter was, I would say, is probably like the generations of Star Wars, like for the hugeness of it. I watched them. Not in any particular, I don't remember the time frame when I caught up with them all over the years with the kids. Enjoyable for, like fiction, wizardry, stuff like that.
Yeah, they look really cool. The fact that there's like 8 of them, I just can't watch 8 movies in a row. I burn out on it.
That's the thing. But yeah.
So look who's in first.
Well, switching it up, right?
The birthday boy. And also in contention for the championship, the 388 of Dan Lovell.
Right.
That'll be lap number 6 led for him. Nate has led 7. Greg Lovell has also led 7. He's back in the pack a little bit, currently being scored after the Spinorama in 17th. But Greg Spann, really, he only cooked the tires, so he had to pit for rubber, which obviously puts it back in the pack a little bit. But
yeah, never a better time to, you can do it under the yellow, and at least you can work your way. We've seen Stranger Things before this season, where from basically the back of the pack, worked the way to the front, or halfway through the pack, right? Like, there's been some crazy moves in the final 2-3 laps where, like, I wouldn't have placed him for the contender, but here he comes.
Well, even currently right now, so we're looking at the 931 on the stats list there of Robert Breedlove. He's currently being scored in 17th position. So he's in championship contention. He's also in 17th. Right now, of course, it's down in the 388 leading the race. I mean, that's the best place to be if you're a championship contender is in front of all this stuff. Nate's in 4th on that top line. You can see that orange car. He's the next one in contention for that championship. So right now, it's a race between Nate and Dan, but you know what? That can change in a instant. So let's see if Robert Breedlove and Greg level. Greg is in 15th last time around. Greg is now in 13th, and Robert is in 15th. So they both gained 2 spots. Are they coming and trying to do something about it? Guess
we'll
and now a
find
word
out
from our sponsors. We'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm just kidding. We don't have commercials.
We don't have sponsors.
No, exactly. We will on Sunday.
We will.
Very cool. Drivers sponsoring specific races in the Sunday series. Thank you for watching Tarnation TV. I'm curious to watch. Oh, there's Greg again doing some drifting. Whoa, did he save it?
I don't.
Oh my goodness, I think he may have saved it. Where is he? He did save it. But something else happened. One sec, gotta back it up.
I was like, what
Greg
the
saved
heck?
it somehow.
And then somebody else got it.
So Greg, a little tap from Robert. Holds onto it. And Mingus goes around, but he's off the racing surface, so there won't be yellow. Yeah, alone all by himself down there.
Well, that was a heck of a save. Put it back on there. And
so thanks for watching the replay, sponsored by No One.
kept it off the wall.
Yeah.
By Brad's
Greg,
replays.
I was going to say Greg is off pace, but it looks like he's still in the draft. He's still doing 200 miles an hour. How is that a thing?
He must be just at the tail end of it.
Holy moly. Yeah, and he's got help behind him too. So you're stuck in that funnel, right? Just barely, but he's barely latched on to Eric right there in the 80. They might be working together, actually. And Robert Breedlove right there on the high line. These two championship contenders right now at the back. With the 388 of Dan level up front. And Nate Balser creeping around on that outside line, trying to see if he can find a way to get to that 388. And Ulysses Sandoval was not able to make it the last couple of weeks, but his teammates are out there. You can see Garland Oaks leading that high line at 67. The beige mobile. Yep.
Yeah.
Beige. Green Peak T. Nate pushing him, trying to get Garland Oaks some laps led. Garland has not led any laps this race. This might be one of them, depending on the push from the high line.
Right, little split.
Nope, little bit of a bobble there. Probably not going to get it.
Middle of the pack there.
Javier Negron in the 4 car there, too. He's right up front, about 6th spot. A bunch of different cars up front there. We've got Dan leading, Randy Wall right behind him, Frank Divens behind him, Mike Mangialardi. Then Perry Bond, Chris Van Vliet. That's the bottom line. Up top, we got Garland Lokes, Nate Balser, Javier Negron, Larry D, Jeffrey Elliott, and Firehouse Subs in the back. 7 laps to go. Will we need to pit again?
Interesting. I
don't know.
23, 24.
I don't believe they can
I'm
make it.
thinking
I mean, it's again, it's so close.
But I think it's going to be really close yet again because the way that it falls. But
we've got lap traffic coming up here. Looks like Gary Heiser in the 3, a little bit off pace. He is not a lap down, at least not yet. Oh, it looks like Greg. What happened there?
I don't know. He's going for
Greg's going to the pits. Greg is headed to the pits.
He's got a strategy, I think. He's gonna.
I've heard him speak of that before. Like, if you're going to need fuel, go early because then you got enough time to get back up to speed and find a partner.
That would make sense in this situation.
Because if you leave it with like 2 to go, what's the point? You're just running a slow lap.
Well, yeah, exactly. Now you're just spinning your tires.
So I wonder if Greg just answered our question. We're asking if these guys can make it on fuel, and if he goes early by about 6 laps, maybe the answer is no. Yeah, there they go now. Mike Mangiolani, Frank Divins. Interesting. We could have a bunch of the smaller packs racing again. Greg went in. A lap later, those 4 cars went in. Focus back on the main pack here. Garland Oaks is scored in first position, so he has the lead. So he will get credit for a lap led. Some bonus points for Garland in the 67 on Team Wrecking Ball. Go back to pit road camera here. Looks like they're all going. That whole main pack. Clean as a whistle again. Ortiz a little bit on the grass, but he got in behind the cones, so he's okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting pit strategy. Every lap we have about 4 or 5 cars peeling off. So it's going to be impossible for us to figure out who the hell's in first place on the final lap again. Whoa. What was that? Were they avoiding Jim? That was very erratic. Were you seeing what I was seeing?
Yeah, I was just watching them. I didn't know. I was kind of stunned. Like, what's happening there?
Javier Negron also got credit there for a lap led as well, leading his pack down. Oh no, Stephen Branstetter missed in the 510. So now Stephen is stuck out on the track doing 140 miles an hour after missing his pit entrance. He might be running out of fuel. I think he's out of gas.
Sucks.
I think the 510 of Stephen Branstetter is out of gas. He's down to under 120 mile an hour right now. He's going to need to get off the race course because this is going to throw a yellow. If he doesn't get off the track, he's going to cause a yellow flag.
For how slow?
Well, it won't be an issue right now because there's nobody coming. Okay, he's pulling onto the pit. He's pulling down onto the apron now, so he'll be okay. Oh man, that's horrible. Horrible luck for the 510. He might be able to roll there, but he's dropping speed.
I wondered if he was just slowing down just to conserve fuel, but keep the RPM low and just try and get it back to the. Like I said, not so much that he was out, but he was getting low. But
so Steven's in the lead, and look who's in first.
Well, hello there.
Robert Breedlove got a speeding penalty early in the race, went to the back of the field. Got
30
hung up
seconds
with Greg
behind.
a couple times, driving sideways down the back straightaway. And Robert Breedlove is right back here in the lead, and we've got 2 to go.
And followed right behind by Mr. Elliott, who was hanging out at the back of the pack for 90% of the race.
Yeah.
So, don't mind me. I'm just going to pass everybody all at once. I'm not sure how that happened. Maybe it wasn't just as simple as that, but yeah, look at, he just nose to tail there, just something else.
Yeah, our YouTube feed seems to be struggling right now, and I don't know why, so I apologize for the choppiness. It is still running. Sometimes the system gets overloaded, and I don't know why I don't run any different stuff. But here we are, lap number 38, final lap of the race. Robert Breedlove in first, out of nowhere, right back up there. Now Dan is in 5th. He's the only car that can challenge for this lead, and he's not really in the position. He's on that top line, though. They're going to make a push for it. We're going to stay helicopter cam because you can see this way better. That high line is moving.
7th gear.
That high line
Where
is
did you
moving.
come from?
They're leaving Robert behind. Robert may be out of fuel. I think Robert just ran out of gas.
Oh
no.
No, what an unfortunate gamble that was.
Eric
It could've paid
Lovell
off.
again. 2 weeks in a row, and he's going to pull the
I don't know,
388 of Dan to the win.
There it is.
Holy moly again, dude.
Another spectacular finish.
What the hell? I can't believe it.
Sold me the whole seat. Here I am on the edge.
Jeez. So Breedlove is gone, completely gone. So he busted ran out of fuel. Eric Lovell wins the race with Dan Lovell on his birthday behind him to win the championship. Can you write a better script?
No, you couldn't. It's a crazy story. Crazy race.
Fantastic
Even
race. Like out of nowhere, Breedlove is right back up front again, but he was about a quarter lap short on fuel. A little bit more than a quarter of a lap to the finish line, and he couldn't make it.
Like, that's... Oh, man. I guess that's where he came from. He skipped the pit stop and opted to, he rolled the dice that could have gone his way, but not today.
Has he got enough to do a burnout? There he goes. So now we need him, and we also need Dan. So where's Dan? So there's your winner of the race. And where's the winner? Oh, okay. There's there's the winner of the championship. What happened to the winner? I'm going to rewind it here.
He was posting.
So here's your championship winner, the 388 of Dan Lovell. You know what? He won the championship, but it looks like he pulled over and let Eric do his race win thing. He didn't want to steal the thunder. I think that's what's going on right now. Yep. So congratulations to Eric again, 2 in a row.
Right?
Heartbreak for Breedlove.
There's definitely some tragedy. Breedlove, Denny, getting tangled up in that, like all of it. Yeah, it's just.
Well, even like I was expecting like Breedlove, especially from the penalty early on, and then to see him back in the front at the end, and then I'm like, oh, that Highline's getting a real big run. Because he got on the intercom and said, I'm running out of gas, guys, so they all just went around him.
Hey now.
Craziness. What a race.
That was crazy, guys. We all ran out of gas here. But, hey, great finish. Look at number 80, 2 in a row for Mr. Eric. Let's look at that. But let's get your 4th place now. Graham McDonald. You ready for him from 24?
All right. Yeah, I rewound. I had to rewind it there just to see all that cool burnout stuff again. But
yeah, we tried to do a burnout for him, but Dan had to go. Somebody had to go. I think Eric did it. I think we're all out of gas, so we all did burnouts for everybody.
Right, I noticed that I didn't know who to focus on. There was a lot of smoke.
All right, I'm gonna bring you Graham.
Cool. Graham McDonald, 4th place position, man. What a wild finish again. Breedlove running out of fuel, almost half lap short.
Kidding.
What did that whole thing look like? Because again, with the fuel strategy.
Yeah, well, that last caution came out at the wrong time, so it left us all a little bit short. So we had to do the best we could.
Yeah, the races in the Thursday series have been nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, second good week in a row.
Yeah, like the whole everybody with these green flag runs and you guys being able to pit under green. And did you come out of that with a clean car?
Yep, I did. I managed to get 4th, and I was going for a win there, but just no help behind me.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. But I mean, hey, 4th ain't bad. It was a good season, man.
Yeah, it was good last few races for me. This season wasn't the best.
Did you have any shout outs you want to toss down before we start moving up the ladder? Because I'm really tired and hungry.
I just want to say good race, everybody. It was a good series and a good season this year. Season.
Are you going to be able to race on Sundays?
Yep, I'll be there on Sunday.
Awesome. Yeah, that's going to be a question of if people can still do it on the Sunday. So that'll be awesome. And we'll get to see you back out here on the track driving a truck.
Yeah, I see. Sometimes I have better luck with the trucks.
Yeah, it's funny how it happens. You know, the truck mod is really fun, and the 2015s or the 09s tend to be a whole bunch of fun. So it'll be awesome to see you out here again. It's always fun watching you guys do what you do, and always great racing, great entertainment for all to be had.
Yep, it normally is.
All right,
Awesome.
Graham, hey buddy. I'll wrap it up real quick. Blaine, Graham, thanks for coming out last 2 seasons, man. It's been a pleasure having you out here, man, and your admin skills. So we'll continue this over to Sunday night. I Piss Excellence. Everybody come and check that out at 7 o'clock Eastern time, starting this Sunday. Thanks, Graham. Let's go get 3rd place.
Thanks, Graham. Have a good night, bud.
Okay, good night.
Yeah, fantastic racing. It's always cool to talk to Graham. Fellow Canadian. Brian Lovell in 3rd place podium finish, the 043. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, what a wild finish there. My cousin Danny had a water leak that popped up with like 8 laps to go. And he had, I guess his wife, one of them screaming in his ear, that there's water going everywhere. But anyway, yeah, that's. I'm glad to see my nephew Eric get a back-to-back win and broadcast win. So that was awesome. But it was a pretty good race tonight. Just got caught up in that caution where Greg he bumper hooked off Nate, and that was almost disaster. But I really didn't get any damage out of it. Got lucky.
Yeah, because the accidents that happened, I was surprised to see a couple of retired drivers. Like, who was? I think it was Denny that ended up retiring. Are we still live on YouTube? Sorry, are we still live on YouTube?
Double check here.
Because it looks like it's stuck. It says I have an excellent connection, but I can't see it.
Oh, it's still on there.
Is it? Okay. We'll keep on going then. Yeah, it says I have an excellent connection, but it's actually spinning and it's frozen right now.
No, it was playing, then all of a sudden it suggested, no, it's done.
I'll tell you what, technology should be,
right?
You know.
We gotta get Mark Zuckerberg on the phone right away and sort this stuff out. Fix your YouTube, Mark.
Sorry, Brad. So you said it's actually stopped?
It did stop. Oh, sorry. I put it on and I went to watch it, and then it was just all of a sudden it was said live.
It is what it is, Wayne. But now
Yeah, I
it's
just
going.
want to make sure. Like, okay, I just reset it, so I think we're good to go now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back on.
Okay.
All right. Well, Brian, I just want to throw out there, man, thank you for coming out this season and last season and what you provide on weekends as well as a driver and a friend. And man, you are stepping up your game on Mondays and Tuesdays. You've been a heck of a racer over here. So thanks for hanging out with me for 2.5 years, man. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, hey, buddy, I've been with you since the first night that you started. But I love you to death, Jeffrey, and I mean, I know this is it can be a burden doing this, and I know how much you love it, and I want you to stick around, because you got a lot of guys that care about you an awful lot.
I appreciate the kind words, buddy. You're like a brother, and believe me, I'll be around as a driver. After these 11 weeks go by on Sunday, I'll come out there and hit that pretty green button, right, Blaine, and go out there and kick some ass on the track.
That's
it. That's all I got to worry about. So, but we got really great people taking over, so I'm excited about that as well. And we'll move along, man. And we'll just make it bigger and better, and with the new guys. And I'll be out there to kick ass on the racetrack. But hey, we'll wrap this up. Any shout outs, Brian? Go for it.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my Wolfpack teammates. I don't get, many chances to race with them guys, but they're all great guys. And all the guys from Big Stone Gap Racing and, you guys over here at Tarnation TV and
Okay.
most of all, Jeffrey, everything you do and the admins, it's greatly appreciated, man. And, I just want to wish my cousin Danny happy birthday again, and I'll let these other guys have it.
All right, Brian. Thank you so much, man. We'll see each other this weekend, I'm sure, on the track with Mr. Ken Roberts and Fast and Furious and Shake and Bake and kick off Sunday night, man. I hope to see you out there. All right, Brian, I'll put you back up there, Brad. Brad, any last comments to Brian?
Oh, just congrats. Awesome racing and a lot of fun to call and to watch. And I think it was pretty quiet most of the night because some of the time I was just watching on going, what's happening next?
It was great.
Towards the end of the race, it went pretty quiet. So, yeah, good to have you on. Awesome to watch you guys race.
Yeah, Brad, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for what you do. I mean, you've come a long way since first night on Tarnation TV,
Oh, absolutely. I have. Well, watching you guys and asking Blaine a million questions, and I'll figure it out one of these years. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
All right, Brian. Thank you, man, so much, and we'll catch you this weekend.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, buddy. Thank you all.
All right, Dan Level, congratulations.
Actually, won't you go ahead? I don't know if Dan's back yet from Water Leak, but I know we have Eric down here. He's won back-to-back. So why don't you go ahead and talk to the race winner, and then we'll talk to the champion last if he makes it back.
Awesome, man. Yeah, Eric, two weeks in a row, dude. Like, what awesome run. And at the last minute.
The last lap, man.
Yeah, like right place, right time, 2 weeks in a row. So congratulations on your second win.
Appreciate it, Blaine.
He's on a tear. He's a beast, Blaine. He's the new
unstoppable
Ken Roberts Jr. out there because pretty soon we'll all surpass Ken because he's such an old turd and he's losing his touch. I'm sure he's going to hear this someday. But I love you, Ken. But Eric, man, great. Dan's back. Eric, what was the strategy tonight, man? It was a clean race until that one little hiccup. But was you just running to help or was you running to win?
Kind of the both, and till the last minute, the pits. I tried to wait till I actually was like down 1-2 laps on gas, just trying to wait last second to pit, save tires, get fresh tires, at the end and all that.
Yeah, Blaine, we were all short on gas. Obviously, you could tell. I think
3 laps down.
I think we all did pretty much clean pitting tonight, Blaine. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, we were focused a lot. Every time I set the camera up in a spot to catch that pit entrance a little bit cleaner, and phenomenal every single time. You know, packs of 5 to 10 cars coming down, 3, like it was always random numbers, but like there was always packs of cars coming in, straight as a pin. Nobody's running anybody over. It was awesome to watch you guys pitting under green.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna go upstairs, relay the message, and you wrap it up with the 2-time back-to-back winner, and obviously the I'm on Fire Season 2 champion. Congratulations to both of you guys. I will see you this weekend, and I hope you guys come out to I Piss Excellence, because that's what I do, and that's on Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Check it out. All right, guys. Thank you for all coming out. Guys, I'll see you on Sunday, and I'll see you drivers on the weekend.
See you, Jeff. Thanks, man.
All right, brother.
Yeah, if you want to wrap it up, Eric, we'll move on to Dan. So yeah, go for it. Any final words?
Dan, congratulations, dude. Glad
Thanks,
you got
Eric.
one. Happy birthday.
Thank you, buddy.
There it is. Thanks a lot, Eric, man. We'll see you hopefully on Sunday.
Good win, Eric.
Thanks, Blaine. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate everything you do.
I've seen the Indianapolis Colts truck, so I know you're going to be there.
Yeah, I'll be there Sunday.
Back-to-back wins. Good job, buddy.
Thanks, man.
All right, Dan. Yeah, man. Like, what a wild finish. We were watching, obviously, the 4 of you guys going for the championship, and Breedlove got an early speeding penalty, and he was in the back, and then he was leading the thing on the final lap, and then we saw you guys getting a run on him, and then he ran out of fuel. So...
Yeah, well, I was battling Nate, and I didn't know if Breedlove was lapped out or if he was, up there in the lead. So I was, battling the championship competitors at the same time I was battling fuel, and at the same trying to work with my teammates and give instructions on where we need to go. So it was a nail biter there at the end. Just glad I could pull out enough to get the championship. It's my first one, so it feels good, especially on my birthday.
Yeah, and cool to be right behind Eric too, his second straight win in a row, and then the championship behind him. And was there much of a fuel race for you, or did you have enough?
Absolutely. I was strategizing it down to the drop. I mean, I was on 3 pounds there at the start finish line when we crossed the stripe. So
so you were actively like you were going to run out in less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't do a burnout with Eric, do the dual burnout, because I wouldn't have made it back around the track.
Right, because we were trying to find you, because I zoomed way back on Eric, expecting you to come up right beside them, and I'm like, okay, we got 2 winners, so I can use this winner screen. And then we were thinking, oh, maybe
sorry about that.
Maybe Dan just sitting on the side, letting Eric, enjoy his 2 first wins back to back, but realized
we had an emergency here at the house too. We had a water leak spring right with 5 laps left, and so it was kind of the nail biter.
Yeah, water scares the heck out of me. The toilet's leaking from the tank. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, no. That's never good news.
No, and we have no
Your
local
weekend
shut
and your
offs.
evening is done for.
Yeah. And you got to hope Canadian Tire or your local hardware store is open to buy parts, And they're never expensive parts. It's only like $6. But it's the fact that 10 gallons of water is now sitting on in between your walls.
Well, I really appreciate you guys for putting on this broadcast and making it very interesting for everyone, and getting the name of Tarnation TV out there. Appreciate you guys for all you do. Like I said to you guys before, y'all put this league on the map. So really, really appreciate you guys, and it's good to get a championship finally.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, that's nice to say. It's a lot of fun doing this, and you guys, every single driver in this league that I've come across is fantastic. So this whole season,
a lot of competition,
has been phenomenal. There's been fuel races. There's been just straight up, like, it hasn't even been that many yellows. There's a couple yellows each race, but like some leagues you get in and it's just you running yellow all day. Doesn't happen here.
Yeah, it was a good race, good clean race. I think we have 1 caution, not bad.
Yeah, yep. One yellow flag for 4 laps. That's all we had.
Awesome race. I like those green pit stops. That's where it counts. I got out real good there at the end, way ahead of everybody. Nate kind of run me down because I got such a good pit stop and got too far ahead of everybody. But I was able to get some teamwork with teammates and stuff and pull it back around him.
Nice. Yeah, man, you got any final words, any shout outs to the champion has the floor?
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations to Eric for the win. Thanks to all you guys for all you do, Jeffrey for putting all this together, Blaine, Brad for the broadcast, and all my teammates. Thanks for the great teamwork all season. You can't win it. You can't win races and can't get those top fives without teammates. So I appreciate all my teammates. Appreciate you, Eric, there at the end working with me and getting that win, and Brian working with me, pushing me around those guys to finish high enough to get this championship. I appreciate all of you, and see you next season.
Right on, man. We'll be here. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats on the great season, and yeah, enjoy your win. That's coming off a pretty good high tonight with that.
Can't wish for anything better on your birthday.
Right? Not too shabby.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Happy birthday,
Take
bud.
care.
Have a good night. Good luck with the water situation. That sucks.
Yeah, I gotta go look into that right now.
All right, cool, man. See ya.
See ya.
As Dan
Mix of
goes
emotions.
off.
Happy.
Yeah.
That water is all over the place. You never know what to expect on here.
I was wondering with the way the broadcast got hung up there. We may have we did talk to Graham. I hope it got on the air, but I'm not really sure. It looked like it was stuck somewhere on like the outlap or something. I don't know what was going on. It was very weird. What just happened again? I see I just lost my stats screen. I must have closed the browser. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching if you were watching. And if you aren't subscribed, please do so. There's a lot of people that watched this. We had 106 hits on this race this evening live. Very cool that you guys give your time on a Thursday night to actually sit down and watch this stuff. And you know what? These drivers, they haven't disappointed.
Not once. The season was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This
And
was
we
some
missed.
fantastic racing.
Yeah,
we
we missed
a one race.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. It was like, I think it was the last race
7
actually
or
before it was set in stone. I think it was race 8. But like you said, it sets a bar, racing like this. And who knew, like, we'd be sitting down on a Thursday night watching a 23-year-old video game, or however old this thing is now, 20 years old. It'll be 21 in February. NASCAR Racing 2003 season came out in 2003 in February, I'm pretty sure. So 21 years this thing's been around, and here we are sitting here, losing our minds watching these guys do what they do, and always entertaining.
Always entertaining, always thrilling. It's everything. Like I say, half the time I'm just sitting there going, I can't even. I'm trying to focus on what to say, but we can speak on that because they're just.
Yeah, because you're watching,
neck.
A line gets a surge, and then a guy runs out of fuel, or you don't even know what's going on half the time. It's crazy.
No, it's switching positions left and right. Like say, so fluid the whole pack. Like guys leading laps for a couple, or leading the race or a couple laps at a time. But I don't know, man, coming out of the forwards and just like, oh, now I'm in the front. Nope, now you are. There you guys are.
But I
all
love
over the map.
And I love the
Fantastic
simulator too, because it is we talk about fuel strategy. Oh, it's just a video game. I'm like, no, it's a thing. Like,
yeah,
that's why it's a simulator, because all that stuff comes into play, and it really does affect how races play out. What happens if a car blows an engine in the middle of the pack? Like, maybe it causes a huge wreck. Maybe it doesn't. What if a car runs out of gas on the last lap? We saw it tonight. Internet connections, like Greg spun out that first time. I don't even know how. It was really weird. And at the end of the day, yeah. Where did Greg end up? Actually, the other leaders. So Breedlove ended up in 13th. Greg was in 9th. Nate was in 6th, and of course Dan won the championship from 2nd place. First among the 4, of course. But yeah, wild as always. I'd like to thank the drivers, thank to everybody who watched, of course, live, and of course, Rise of Dissension for supplying the music and the front and back of this event. If you do have a band and it's heavy, we'll probably play it. If it's local, we like to do that because, you know, we don't get charged for copyright infringement.
Promote some good old Canadian boys.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a little northern exposure, if you will.
Yeah, and it's on Spotify. Links in the description below. Rise of Dissension. All the bands we use on here are in the description below. You can click the links to their what do they call it? The Reverb Nations and the Bandcamp and the Spotify and the YouTubes and any links that lead you to the music. They're all below. Of course, Talladega Nights Racing League is down there too. Join us on Sunday when we piss excellence all over the place. And if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Keep your stick on the ice.
First thing, serious note, big thanks to Jeff for putting this all together. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun in learning about all this stuff. So I didn't get a chance to say that before, so I'll say that now.
That is true.
And for the sign off part, keep your stick on the ice, and he stole that from me.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point though about thanks to Jeff, because he, you know, it's not easy running a league. And I understand why he's putting this one to bed, but then he just went and started another one on Sunday anyway. So no rest for the wicked.
No, well, he quit this league for a little bit. He's like, I'm done. And he's like, I miss racing, and he forgot about all the bad parts. And he's just, it's like that's how we end up with 3 kids. You keep forgetting about what the bad stuff that happens. Like, oh no, there's so much fun. Let's have another. Oh, there's so much fun. Then you're like, oh man, that's a lot of
lot of work. That costs money again.
And then years go by, and you're like, oh, remember how cute they were? And how, so babies are so... And then we got 3. I'm like, okay. You think I learned, but I don't.
Now they're all teenagers.
Right? Now they're all, exactly. No more.
At least you can put them to work.
Exactly.
So go get a job.
Right on.
Freeloaders.
Oh, yeah, no. Congrats, Jeff. Thanks again, bud, and for all you do, and for tolerating 2 years of me learning racing.
That's part of what makes it cool, I think, though, is because there could be people watching this that have the same questions.
Right. Well, that's good. It's an educational show.
Right.
From noob to not noob. I don't know. I got nothing clever for that. But anyways, yeah. Keep your stick on the ice, hand in the ocean, doo-doo-doo-doo, all that jazz. It's bedtime, and we're wrapping it up.
Yeah. And doot doot loot doot.
Doot doot.
Doot
Nardwar.
doot. If you don't know who Nardwar the Human Serviette is, look him up on YouTube. He's amazing. Trust me, you'll have a lot of fun with his interviews. He's the best on the planet Earth. Thanks, Nardwar. And yeah, thanks, Brad.
All right, bud. Thank you, bud.
makes me wanna die. I understand how I might have pushed you away, and it seems that I can't make it through the day. I can't block the pain, and I need you to believe I never meant to push you away from me, away from me, away from me. Kill